Hey! So the NBA released the NBA City jerseys recently, and they're all supposed to be like a combination of the team's jerseys throughout history. Overall, I think this is the best overall group of City jerseys since Nike started releasing these. Shout out to sportslogos.net for the article with all the photos and stuff.
What flavor lollipop? Maybe delicious.
The thing that stands out here is obviously the giant hawk on the front of the jersey, and I like that, as everyone would, but I don't know if I love the yellow that it's just sitting on. It's really in your face. I think it would have been a lot better if they just chose red or black or any color from their franchise. But overall, it's not a bad jersey. I kind of like it. I'll put it in a B tier.
Anything's possible! Anything's possible!
To be fair, this is probably my favorite jersey that they have right now, but it doesn't have a lot of diverse features to it. I do like how they have all the retired numbers on the jock tag, but that's probably the coolest part of the jersey. Overall, probably going in D tier.
Still refusing to get vaccinated, correct?
That's right.
Tell me more.
See, I'm just as good of a player over Zoom. You know what I mean? It's the wild part of me.
I feel like everyone's going crazy for these jerseys, but I think if the team still had its 2017 roster, no one would really be talking about them. They're super nice, but I think I like their classic jersey from last year better. Again, the jock tag details are cool, and I really like the stars down the side. Plus the font is pretty clean here. Overall, I think I'll put it in A tier.
Oh yeah! Terry, two beauties!
I can already tell that these are going to be the most polarizing jerseys out of them all. The loudest ones always are. Personally, I think it's pretty sweet. The way the honeycomb from the court gradients into the pinstripes and then back to the honeycomb is just... Plus, I love the Hornets colors. The only thing that could be better is if the pinstripe didn't go all the way through the top of the jersey, but otherwise I'm going to put it in S tier.
Wow. Wow. Wow, bro.
This jersey might have the best shorts in NBA history. The classic diamond looking thing on the shorts with the black and red pinstripes inside. The actual jersey is pretty nice too. Very crisp font and the lining and colors are very eye-catching, but in a good way. I think the Chicago strip is a little too far up, or maybe the number is a little bit too far down on the jersey, which will bump it down to B tier for me.
Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know why I always think of Ernie Johnson's voice when I see Cleveland Cavaliers. Sound like you have to say it like him. Anyway,
I've always liked the Cavs colors, but that's about all this jersey has going for it. I don't love how the only thing in the middle is the old logo and the number and then just like an infinite abyss of empty space under it. Maybe they could have made a cool design in the jersey like they did in their City jersey a few years back. In conclusion, pretty good jersey but nothing special. That'll get you a spot in C tier.
So if I say it again, I have to pay another $15K?
Hey, you want to up it to 30,000?
Yeah.
Oh, Dallas, you just can't make a good City jersey, can you? Actually, last year's pretty good. Anyway, I feel like last year's throwback green jersey wasn't particularly loved, so naturally, the Mavs thought to do the exact same thing, but white. It's not a bad jersey, but it just isn't up to par with the rest of the jerseys this year. I do feel like this will grow on me, but I don't love it right now. D tier. This jersey's awesome and probably would have been near the top of the list last year, but the team steps it up this year. The rainbow coloring reminds me of a stained glass window, and I like where they place it on the jersey and shorts. I also love the waist and shoulder lining on this jersey, and the colors are pretty good. Overall, a nice jersey. I'll put it in B tier.
Detroit basketball!
This is by far the best jersey that Detroit has made for the City edition so far. I love how it looks with the combo of the jersey and the shorts, and the colors go together very well. It is a little basic though, and I feel like no one would have complained if they brought back the horse on the jersey. Overall though, a pretty good jersey, and I'll place it in, let's go C tier for now.
This is the Golden State Warriors!
The "We Believe" at the bottom of the jersey, the design and the logo representing Oracle Arena are great, but that's all that's on this jersey. I already mentioned how I feel about not having much besides a logo on the front of the jersey, and this jersey is just that, plus black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I'd say B tier for this one.
Houston, we have a problem.
I love the jersey that this is based off so much that I own it. I really like the overall look to this one, and they did a good job of incorporating other jersey elements like the Houston font. I also think they did a good job of putting the more recent Rockets logo and design on the shorts, which I feel like is probably harder than it seems. I'll give this one an A tier.
I always go for 3. Reggie, let me in.
The Pacer colors are some of the best in the league, and they did a great job of incorporating so many jerseys but making them all blend well. Another thing they always do well is make the jerseys that seem classic but also modern. I also like the Boom Baby near the jock tag. Overall, great jersey, but probably not quite S tier.
For Clippers forward, Kawhi Leonard. Hey.
Didn't they already do this as their city jersey? And people didn't really love that one. I do think this one is a bit better, but I'm still not really feeling it. Baby blue is nice, but they didn't really do anything else that you notice right away with this jersey. It is a very clean jersey, and I can definitely see why people like it, but I'm going to put it in C tier.
Westbrook for the mid. Oh my God.
Wow. Air bank.
I immediately thought of a WNBA jersey when I saw this. Anyway, the light blue goes well with the purple, and the stars are a nice touch on the front. I also like how the stars are on the front and the back of the jersey, but the stars do seem a little off-putting to me. This is another jersey that suffers from being a little too basic, which lands it in C tier for me.
Morant down the lane. Ja attacks.
About 4 tonight, isn't it? 90 feet away.
Morant.
Because you didn't run your play. Whoa!
Morant cuts through. Oh my God.
This is a very nice jersey, but it is pretty basic. I really liked their jersey last year, and people really like those Vancouver jerseys too, so I feel like they definitely had enough to work with to make this jersey really awesome. It kind of seems like they just took their statement jersey and turned on dark mode, but the jersey is still cool enough to land it on C tier. The Heat took the idea of mashing together different jerseys very literally. A lot of people say this looks like a ransom note, and now that's all I can see whenever I look at the jersey. That being said, it's still a pretty cool jersey, and Miami has had enough good jerseys to make this a good mashup. Overall, I'll put it in B tier.
So, you guys see the new movie Constipation? No? What movie? Constipation. It's because he hasn't come out yet.
All the colors match up well, even the purple. The jersey is a little basic, and they didn't really go out of their comfort zone at all, but I guess not every jersey has to be a complete mashup. I do also like how the side detail goes all the way down to the shorts and becomes purple again. Overall, a nice jersey, but nothing over the top, so I'll put it in C tier.
Oh, seems I found the town's crier.
I think the blue they have here is a super nice shade of blue, and obviously the trees are known as the best Timberwolves jersey ever. Plus, I like the side detail from the 2017 City jersey. I think my only complaint about these jerseys is that they don't do anything with the Prince jerseys, which are my favorite jerseys of all time. Otherwise, these jerseys are perfect. They deserve an S tier from me.
Whoa, what was that?
I mean... what can I say? It's just a white jersey that says NOLA on it. I do like the stripe down the side, but that's all this jersey has. I'm gonna put this one in D tier, but if it was last year, it'd probably go in C tier. That just shows how good the jerseys are this year.
Bing bong! Tell me a little something, KD. Don't you regret not coming to the Knicks?
Some tough looking jerseys. I like the checkerboard down the side, and you can never go wrong with a black jersey. I like the orange highlights around the New York. They look really nice, and I like the NYC around the Nike logo that they did last year. I think the blue looks a little bit weird in the waist and the shoulder lining, but I understand why they needed blue somewhere in the jersey. This is a nice B tier.
If the ladies are sticking around to show you some love, show some love back.
My least favorite jersey color is white, so it's probably not a mystery where this is going. With the whole throwback jerseys thing going on this year, they missed a huge opportunity to bring back some of the Sonics jerseys that fans have been begging for forever. Instead, they're like, I have an idea. White. It's a pretty good jersey outside of that, though. Very clean, so I think it goes in C tier.
Situation, you might want to just let the ball go out of bounds.
I really don't understand why people don't like this jersey. I think it's sweet. I love the pinstripes, and once you notice that the pinstripes say, why not us, why not now, it gets even better. The orange really pops out of the charcoal better than it did in their past years, and then when you add a sweet gradient along the side, you got yourself an A tier. Philly, you've made a jersey that reminds me of an old sitcom for some reason. It's a cool jersey, but just being cool won't really get you a high tier on this list. The font is really the only jersey throwback on this uniform, unless you count the homage to the old court on the side of the jersey. Another missed opportunity. Everyone would have loved to see the Iverson logo back, but instead, you're stuck in C tier. Great jersey last year, but they used it again this year. At this point, they might as well just make it their new statement jersey, because they wore it so much last year. In fact, I think they wore it every home playoff game. I mean, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. It was S tier last year, but it's being punished for no creativity.
Help me! Help me!
Clean. I really like the red flannel design on the one side and how they've given the more modern Rip City motto a shadow like they did back in the Clyde Drexler era. To me, a clean jersey isn't always a guarantee for a good ranking, like the Clippers one. But if you make that jersey pop, like I don't really think the Clippers one pops, then it deserves at least an A tier. I like this jersey better than last year, and I think they did a great job of combining 2 or 3 aspects into one component of the jersey, like how they used the 70s font to write out the more recent nickname Sacktown. Overall, it is a little basic, but it's very clean with good colors, so I'll put it in B tier.
It's a snowball.
That's a pretty good snowball, Kawhi.
That's right, 2 Kawhi memes in one video. Anyway, I already said that I don't love white jerseys, but you can't hate on the Fiesta colors. To be honest though, I don't love this jersey. I think the one last year was much better. I do like the diamonds on the shorts and their old Chaparrals logo, but overall, I think I have to put this one in C tier. They could have done a lot better.
I'm a fun guy. What it do, baby?
3 more Kawhi memes.
Just for you!
This is my favorite jersey here, and it might be in my top 5 all time. The all-time great Dino mixed with the perfect color scheme of black and gold. The fact that the Dino is wearing the jersey they won the championship in. They switched the font to Toronto. All of it deserves an S tier, without a doubt.
Well, I wish I took your advice and picked a new religion. I'm gonna be a Mormon.
Yeah, the gradient is sick. Do we really need it for 5 years? And the first one went for 3 years. Does this mean we're gonna get this one for another year too? Anyway, this is gonna get the same treatment as the Suns. It was in B tier last year, so it's going to C tier now. I think those West Unseld era jerseys are underrated, so it's nice to see them brought back. I also like how they added a little bit of gold on the trimming as a tribute to the Jordan Wizards days. I think it's a good jersey, but isn't working great for me, so it has a spot in the B tier. That ends the list. Thanks for watching, all 5 of you, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I don't really care about the other days.